Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and this is the Mental Math Tricks series, episode 5. And in this episode, we are covering how to square numbers faster. So for those who are new to the term squaring is essentially multiplying a number by itself. So for instance, 2 squared is 2 times 2, 4. 8 squared is, yes, you're right, it is 64. And I'm going to teach you how to do it for larger numbers in a faster rate. You can do it faster. So before we start, I would like to say something. The main aim of this mathematic tricks series is to show you that maths can be fun. If you see maths as a chore, it's going to suck out all of your life force. But the moment you start enjoying it, let me tell you, maths get incredibly interesting. So before I begin, this method is not my method. It was coined by a famous mathematician, Arthur Benjamin, in his book, and he has also taught this in his live performances. So if you would like to have take a look at him, take a look at his work and his books, I will link down one of his YouTube videos in the description box below. So if you would like to have a look, be my guest. So here I will be teaching you the method that he has taught. So 27 squared, how much is it? You may not know now, but by the end of this video you will be able to say instantly that it is 729. And you might think, I already calculated that, but trust me, I just did. Okay. This video I will be mainly focusing on how to calculate two-digit numbers, how to square two-digit numbers. So, let's begin. What you must already know. So that's the first thing. What must you know? So firstly, you must know all of the squares for numbers start from 1 to 10, which we already learned in our primary school. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 2, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared is, you say, 25. 25, 6 squared is 36, 7 squared is 49, 8 squared is 64, 9 squared is 81, and 100 squared is, you're correct. 100 squared is how much? Is it 1000? No, it is. It is? Okay, 10 squared is 100. No worries. Just testing. So, now that we know the first 10 squares, we can already say that we know 9 more, or should I say 10 more. Because when you know 1 to 10, you can already say what is 20 squared. 20 squared is 400. Just put a 4 and just put 2 zeros at the back. What about 50 squared? 50 squared is 5 times 5 is 25. So 25, and we add 2 zeros at the back. So that's you can already see you already know how to square these numbers. These are very easy numbers because they have 0 in them. There's also a trick involving the numbers ending in 5. I'll go through them in this video itself, so don't worry. I won't make a separate different video. It's going to take too much time if I do that. So, for numbers ending in 5, two-digit numbers, or it even works for 3 to 4-digit numbers, but let's keep it simple first. Two-digit numbers. For example, 25. What is 25 squared? So, for 25 squared, what you have to do is, remember, the ending will always be 25. When it is 25 squared, any numbers that ends with 5, when it is squared, the last two digits will always be 25. So here what we're going to do is, we're going to take the first number and we're going to add 1 to it. So when you add 1 to the first number, which in this case is 2, it becomes 3. So 2 and 3, we have to times them together. That's it. 2 times 3 we get 6. It is 625. So for those who are skeptical that this is not correct, be my guest and check your calculator. It is correct. 25 square is indeed 625. This also works for 55. So 55 square, as I said, the last two digits will always be 25. Then the first number is 5, and then we have to add 1 to it. So 5 plus 1 becomes 6. So 5, 6. Just have to times both of them together to get 30. So 5 times 6, we get 30. So 30 goes at the front. So that's it. The answer is 3025. Is your mind blown yet? I hope it is. Mine was blown the moment I heard this. This was incredible. So, a challenge for you. What is 85 squared? Just 5 seconds for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are correct. It is 7,225. So 25 as usual. Then 8. If you add 1 to it, we get 9. So 8 plus 9. 8 times 9, we get 72. So 72 at the front and then 25 at the back. So we get the answer 7,225. And how cool is that? This only works for the numbers ending ending with 5. So what about the rest of the numbers, you may ask me? So for the rest of the numbers, Arthur Benjamin has created a method that is easier to do compared to the traditional method of doing it from the back. I've mentioned one of the previous episodes where we talked about multiplying from left to right. So you can, if you use that method incorporated with this method, it's going to be much faster. So let's go to the first example that I showed you, 27 square. So what you have to do here is figure out the closest two-digit number that ends in 0. So what is it? Find the closest two-digit number that ends with 0. So for 27, it's in between of 20 and 30. But which one is closer? 30 is closer. So let's go up to 30. So we are going up to 30 by how much? By 3. Yes, correct. We are going up to 30 by 3. So since we are going up, we have to go down. An analogy used by Mr. Arthur Benjamin is that whatever that goes up has to come down. Gravity. So he also mentioned that when we go up 3, we have to go down 3. So 27, when we go down 3, we will get 24. So now, you may wonder, what are we going to do with this? So here's where the magic happens. So we're going to take 30 and 24. We're going to multiply them together. Forget 0 for a while. We can add it at the end. Add it together at the end. So we have 24 times 3. So using the method of calculating from right to left, we have 2 times 3, 6. 4 times 3, 12. So 6 and then 1. So it becomes 72. Then together with the 0 at the back, we can write it down as 720. That's not over yet. Do you see this 3 here? The number you went up and down with. Square this number. So that's why I told you have to know this. 3 squared is? Yes, 3 times 3 is 9. So we have 720. So just going to add 9 here. So 720 plus 9, it's very easy. You get 729. That's it. This works for all the numbers. Not just 2-digit numbers. It works for 3 digits, 4 digits, 5 digits, and so on. Let me ask you now, how cool is that? Very cool. I hope that's your answer. So I will show you one more example, or even 2 more. So let's see. Let's go for a small number this time. So we're going to do 31 squared. So here, let's see. It's closer to 30, not 40. It's closer to 30. So 30, you have to go down by 1. Then if you go down, you have to go up. If you go up, you have to go down. So going down is 1, going up is also 1. So 31 plus 1 becomes 32. So it's easier now that we have all the numbers that we need. So 32 times 30, Following the same number, same method, 32 times 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 3 is 6, so we have 9, 6. We have the 0 at the back, so it becomes 960. Then we go up by 1 and we go down by 1. So 1 squared. 1 squared. 1 squared is 1. So 960 plus 1, we get 961. That's it. So if you check your calculator, you will know that 32 squared, 31 squared is indeed 961. That's cool. That's very, very cool. So I'll show you one last example before I let you try on your own. So let's see what number is quite difficult. Okay, let's do this. 76. The 76 squared. 76 squared, so it's closer to 80, not 70, it's closer to 80. So 80, we have to go up by 4 and we get 80. So we have to go up 4 and then we have to go down 4. When you go down by 4, we get 76 minus 4, 72. So we have 80 upwards and then 72 downwards. So 80 times 72. So calculate 8 times 72. So 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 2 is 16. So 1 plus 6 we get 7. So 576. And we're going to add the 0 at the back. So 5760. Then we are going to add the square of the number that we went up and down with. So up we went 4, down we went 4. So 4 squared, 4 times 4, we get 16. So we're going to add 16 to the existing number. So we get 5776. Check your calculators. Is that correct? And I bet you it is. It is 5776. I hope you find that fascinating. I'm going to give you one last challenge. It's going to be 87 squared. I'm going to do it in my head and I'm going to let you do in your head. If you would like more time, please pause the video. So 87 squared will be, and I'm done. And I hope you're done as well. The answer is indeed 7569. If you have done correctly, bravo. If you have not, don't worry. It's going to take some time, some practice, and you will get there. Not to worry. So 87 squared, what we're going to do is we have to see whether it's closer to 80 or 90. So it is closer to, obviously, 90. So to go to 90, to get to 90, we have to add 3. So we go up by 3. Since we go up by 3, we have to go down by 3. So 87 minus 3, we get 84. So 84. 90 times 84. 9 times 8, we have 72. Then 9 times 4, we have 36. So 72 and 36. So since 2 and 3, they collide, so we have to add them together. 756. So we get 7560. Then since we go up by 3 and we go down by 3, we have to add the square of it. So 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9. So 7560 plus 9, we get the resulting answer 7569, which is indeed the same answer we got earlier, and it is correct. Now it's time to impress your friends and family by telling them you can do calculation faster than the calculators can even do. Might be a bit of a flex, but it's possible to do it faster than a calculator. If you have trained enough, with enough practice, you can do it much, much faster. So I wish you luck on getting faster at calculation. So I hope you learned something from this. And stay tuned for the upcoming video where I will be talking about doing addition and subtraction from left to right. On that note, all the best on your mathematical journey. Till then, signing off, it's Rishi. Bye bye.